What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. Shout out to you guys that watch the Big Game and Small Talk podcast. That was a classic show. Literally was a classic show. You know what I mean? Some of you guys got it. But that goes to show you, like, some of you guys were genuinely concerned, and shout out to you guys there. You know what I mean? Some of you guys would, but a lot of you guys, you know the weirdos that were tweeting and they never watched that show, just wanted to make something out of nothing. Like I said, I told you guys, you keep worried about we're going to make a fool of you all the time. You know what I mean? My man Show had to work 3 Sundays in a row. You know what I mean? That's why he wasn't That's why he wasn't on the podcast. And we did the same thing to Crap when Crap couldn't come Sunday. We threw him off the show. And the same people that, and I'm not talking about you guys that were generally concerned. I'm talking about the ones that were tweeting shit, all types of, just weird shit, and, with the rate, stop it. You know what I mean? Then you literally had Anchorman literally hopping in and out of Xbox Live parties, jumping up and down, say finally Big Game or Small Talk as breaking up. You know what I mean? Like why are you so concerned about what we do on our channel and so concerned about our podcast? Literally, this fat funky motherfucker was literally jumping in and out of parties, Xbox Live parties, saying that Big Game or Small Talk were breaking up. Like we the Temptations or something, or the 5 Heartbeats, like literally, like you said, we laugh, we sitting back, and we crazy as hell. We're all sitting back on Twitter and Skype, laughing at all these weirdo motherfuckers. It's even got so I had to block Kid Smooth today. I don't fuck with you. Stop tweeting. You're a fucking lame and a weirdo. We don't fuck with you, bro. You know what I mean? You all like you were so concerned about Showstopper. We don't fuck with you, bro. You know what I mean? When Showstopper, we sit back, we laugh, and then Showstopper did his video, he all in the comment section, it's gonna be alright, man, and shut the fuck up. Literally sitting back laughing at all you weirdo ass motherfuckers. This shit is funny as hell, man. Now these are the same people that went around, for those of you that, like I said, now listen, I'm gonna say this. Big Game and Small Talk, we don't think we're better than anybody. I've always said that. We just state ourselves, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, we rock with a few people in the community, but there's a lot of hate and a lot of these are the same people that hated on when we were supposed to interview Respawn Entertainment, and they same people that I'm talking about went around and telling Respawn that we're racist and homo, a whole bunch of weird shit. But like I said, when one door closes, another one open up. Now, literally, right now, we may have our own video game on the Xbox One, Big Game or Small Talk, a little indie game. It's in the works right now. You know what I mean? Literally, like I said, when one door closes, another one open up. Maybe it goes through fine if it doesn't, but so we might have a $5 or $10 game on the Xbox One. Dope shit. You know what I mean? I understand why people are so obsessed about what we do on our channels. And it's not, you think literally, you think it's something that I just be saying. No, this is we talking about a bunch of grown men that don't know any of us personally, but they so obsessed about what we do and what we discuss on our show. A lot of times we may say some bullshit on purpose just to see who gonna fly 5, to make a video the quickest. You know what I mean? When Mooch said that the PlayStation 4 was going to get the PSP version, the 360 version of Tomb Raider, people hauled ass and made their videos. You can't be stop, listen, worry about yourselves. Don't always try to critique what we do. We're not claiming to be the world's greatest gamers. We're just 5 homeless bastards that get together once a week to talk about our love for video games. That's it. We're not claiming to be the best of anything and, nothing. We just like to have fun talking about video games. We don't take any of this shit seriously to heart. But they're just video games. But people really truly dedicate their channels to it. I think it's the funniest shit in the world. You know what I mean? But like I said, shout out to those of you that were really concerned. You know what I mean? Some of you motherfuckers was just hating, but you know what I mean? But it was a good joke. We did the same thing to Crap. You guys didn't get it. You know what I mean? Showstopper had to work these 3 Sundays. You know what I mean? We did the same thing to Crap when he had to work Sunday. We threw him out. We do this shit all the time. You know what I mean? Those of you who know me, You know, when I got a problem with somebody, I rip them a new one. Like, you couldn't tell by the video. Like, I was just as cool. I don't even think I used any four-letter words. Like, But anyway, you know what I mean? And the reason why I'm on to this video, the reason why I'm making this video here, right here, you know what I mean? Because we do have a lot of subscribers that rock with us in France. And they've been hit with a big tragedy over the week. And this is crazy as hell. Wow, it's like, damn, there we go, right here. Read a little bit of the article. Like I said, this is really horrible at the end of the day. But, on my computer, I don't know what the hell, my computer's so slow. Loading now, yeah. Here we go, continue to say, we go, click. Here we go. Let's start. It says here that how Paris was attacked. Terrorists may have used the PlayStation 4 to discuss and plan attacks. It says, following Friday night terrorist attacks in Paris, which killed at least 127 people, damn, and left more than 300 injured, authorities are discovering just how the massacre was planned, and it may involve the most popular gaming console in the world, the Sony PlayStation 4. They said the hunt for those responsible and 8 terrorists were killed Saturday night, but accomplices may still be at large. Led to a number of raids in nearby Brussels and Belgium. Federal Home Affairs Minister Jan Jabon has said outright that the PS4 is used by ISIS agents to communicate and was selected due to the fact that it is notoriously hard to monitor. The PlayStation 4 is even more difficult to keep track of when that app, he said, the new generation consoles launched where there were concerns that they will be too light on privacy with peripherals like Microsoft's Kinect and the PlayStation 4 camera. And it's sad to say right here, they're going to take a tragedy like this, or what happened, and they're going to take away even more of our rights. Like the same thing with 9/11, they had the Patriot Act, you know what I mean? And when they don't need a warrant basically to do anything, like, you know what I mean? Like it's sad to say when they use like something bad that may happen in the world, and look, that's why we need authority to do this. Like they took away so many of my rights. Every conversation, whether it's a cell phone, house phone, is recorded. You know what I mean? When you say certain keyword, whether it's bomb, Allah, you know, anything about the president, it's automatic. They listen, they home in on that call there, on that recording. But every phone call, everything, got billions and trillions of hours of conversation. Take you back. You remember when 9/11, they said that they knew it was going to happen, just didn't know exactly when. Edward Snowden, you know what I mean, when he let loose that bomb, you know what I mean, like it's sad, it's like that shit, like it's, no one talks about it anymore. Like, you know what I mean, not only was the American government spying on their own civilians, even foreign and above, like, you know, we were tapping, you know, Russia, France, you know, everyone's conversation. Like, this shit is crazy as hell, man. But it says here, it said, while the idea certainly is non-peripheral-based communication on console, which may provide terrorists a channel to effectively converse with one another, the low-tech system may offer a more secure means of communication than even a encrypted phone call, text, and email. While it remains unclear whether the Paris ISIS terrorists employed the PS4 to communicate, there are a few options from sending messages through the PlayStation Network, PSN, online gaming service, and voice chatting to even communicate during a specific game. Documents leaked, check this out, by Edward Snowden in 2003 revealed that the NSA and the CIA actually embedded themselves in games like World of Warcraft to infiltrate virtual terrorist meetups. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people, you know, meet online to discuss whatever. And I'm like, this shit is crazy as hell, man. Like, don't get me wrong. This, it's sad to say that this whole ISIS shit, you know what I mean, is fucked up, you know, because right now in Europe you have an influx of Syrian refugees and from all these little Middle Eastern countries, you know, hardworking people that are fleeing from, you know, these terrorist cells or whatever the case. But the problem is you don't know who's a mom and pop, somebody that works in Dunkin' Donuts or somebody that makes bombs. You don't know. You know, I mean, like, it's sad to say, you know, and that, you know, like, damn, like, you know, like, these people, like, it's fucked up because they doing all this stuff here. And I'm not saying, you're not saying that we're innocent or anything like when you had the thing from WikiLeaks. Like, we don't know the atrocities that here in America that we do in these countries. We didn't, when that WikiLeaks thing, when that became public, you know what I mean? And it's crazy, they locked that guy up, gave him like 30 years, they started leaking this stuff to Assange, you know what I mean? But like, you're supposed to have a law called the Whistleblower Act. Like, we were gunning down civilians in Iraq and Afghanistan, like it was like they would act like they were playing Call of Duty. So you wonder why these little countries and just how these terrorist cells hate America or hate all these other countries so much, because we don't see the atrocities that we do to them over there, but when they lash back at us, it's, oh my God. Now listen, I'm not condoning what was done over this weekend. It was crazy as hell, because the people that were murdered don't have anything to do with any politics. They're not inside the government. They didn't attack the army. They attacked civilians. They don't know anything about anything. It's like if an ISIS cell were to go by and drop a bomb in Penn Station or whatever the case may be, you're hurting innocent civilians. Like, they don't know anything about any foreign law policies, nothing. Like I said, this sucks. And they doing it all in the name of what you call, the law and Islam, like, if you worship God or whatever the case is supposed to be about, you love that brother, but like this, man, like we living in our last days, man. I wish I didn't have this flag on my channel for this be a topic that, that I can really indulge in and go in, but it's sad, man, I guess I don't see the humor in this. Ain't nothing funny. People, 127 people lost their life. That didn't have, we talking about civilians, and have anything to do with anything. Anything to do with any foreign policies, any embargoes, nothing. That's wrong. If you're going to attack, or if you want to wage a war, go after the military or whoever. You're attacking, children, women. It's like, that's wrong, man. But yeah, so just think, that is I guess a safe way to communicate. Look at a lot of crimes are committed over these consoles, especially with sexual predators. You just caught a joke on Xbox Live. It was Lauren was having sex with a 13-year-old boy that he met online, I think, in Call of Duty. I just read on a Kotaku last week, these consoles can be used for that. That's now you see why Nintendo was so, strict with this shit, because, Nintendo, what was it, about 2-3 years ago? Because I noticed for sure, because my daughter has my teenager was into playing the 3DS, and she used to communicate with her friends. I forgot what game they were playing. And there was a guy in California met a kid in Florida over the 3DS, paid for the little boy a ticket that flew him from Florida, I believe, to California, all over the 3DS one. That's when Nintendo shut down all the, the online stuff for the 3DS. And my daughter was pissed about it. Like, I can't, but like I said, Nintendo goes about it wrong. You should have child, locks on it. Like, if you don't want your kid to get online or talk, then, you should have stuff in place. You shouldn't take online and voice communicate from everybody. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. Like, the hell's going on here? But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Let me know what you think down below. Like I said, once again, I send my condolences out to everyone that lost their life over the weekend. This is really sad. Like, this ISIS shit is getting out of control, man. This ISIS is the new Al-Qaeda, I guess, the new Taliban. Like, these motherfuckers are cells all over the Middle East. Like, they're just popping up in the Sudan and Africa and, and Nairobi, Kenya, Zaire, like all over the world. They just popping up, tearing shit up, man. And they every country is bombing them, but these motherfuckers are still surviving. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. I'm out of here. Bang, bang.